All right, I'm going to go ahead and get started because I have stuff to do, you guys. But I wanted to share with you something that we've been talking about in the Dynasty Elite Mastermind group. And they're talking about networking on, it could be Instagram and Facebook, I guess, but this is specific to Instagram. And we've been put into pods with other people of our rank and our speed and all that kind of stuff, and we're kind of working on this stuff together. And we have different goals each week on kind of what we're going to do and how we're going to do it, and then we report back to each other. But something that one of the 15 stars recommended was this thing called Networking Flow, and it's kind of a flow chart, for lack of a better word. It's not really, but it's kind of like a list of things to do that you do in order, and you don't think about it, you just do it. Because if you think too much about it, you'll get bogged down in weirdness, and then you'll feel awkward and stuff like that. And if you just start and you go down the list and you do it, and then you're done and you have these great results. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to go through the list. If somebody jumps on with me, then we'll actually start going through it specifically together. But I'm going to talk you through it, and then would love for you guys to go just do it, right? Okay, so the first thing is post an engaging Instagram post. I know, it's really tough. It's really not, actually. So that's the number one thing to do. I'm going to put a check mark next to that because I did that this morning. And I'm pretty happy with how it went, and actually had more engagement on Facebook than Instagram, but that's okay. The next thing you're supposed to do is to create an Instagram story poll. So that's the thing where you click on poll and then you ask a question. I actually just did that, literally. I mentioned in my stories that there was another round of pumpkin spice Shakeology released. Don't panic, people. And my poll was, would you like me to set up a cart for you with a box of 14 packets? It was like, absolutely. And the other one said, it's better than Starbucks. Those were your two choices. So I did that. The next one is to go through 100, follow 100 people and unfollow 100 people. And I'm actually going to do that when we're done with this call. So I'm starting on the third thing tonight. So I've already done my post. I've already created a story with a poll. My next thing is going to be 100 follows and unfollows. I don't want you guys to sit here and do it with me, although I do. That's really what I wanted to do, is get together and do all this together. And at the end of it, we can say, okay, we did it, and then move on to the next thing, which is interact with 10 followers. So go through, find your followers, interact with their pictures. That would be in a story or in a, well, I actually did that already, in a story or in a post on their wall. Interact with them. So you're either voting on one of their polls, or you're liking and commenting on one of their things in their wall or in their stories. And I would say that be genuine about it. Like, if you don't think it's cute or funny, don't comment on it. Like, don't go outside of who you are just to get engagement. Be yourself. So go through and like and comment when you actually want to like and comment, okay? So I'm probably gonna do some more of that anyway. And then leave 10 compliments to strangers, okay? So those are people that are your cold market people on Instagram. You're gonna leave 10 compliments, so not to the same person. That would be awkward and weird, and they think you're a stalker. But you're actually going to do that on their post, okay? Compliments, like, oh my gosh, that's so cute, or that's super cool, or congratulations, or whatever it is. Then you're going to like 25 pictures. Now that's really easy. 25 photos in your feed of people that follow you. Okay? People that follow you, you're going to like their things. Next, you're going to go in and queue up an Instagram post for later. So you're going to go create something in your Instagram, save it as a draft. I'm going to let you guys figure out how to do that. And that's going to be your post for tomorrow, and it's going to be ready to go. So all you have to do is release it from the draft, and you're done. So you don't have to think about what to post, because you're going to think about it tonight as you're going through this networking flow. Next thing you're going to do is tag a friend in a post. So tagging people in posts actually increases your affinity on Instagram. So like I do it all the time with my kids. So both Mason and my almost 14-year-old daughter are both on Instagram. And when I see something horse related, I tag Molly. If I see something boat or usually some kind of funny political thing, I'll tag Mason. If I see something for my husband, I'll tag him. And you coaches who have been on my team for a while know that I tag you all the time. So that's another thing you're going to do. Tag a friend on a post. Then you're going to follow back 5 of your followers. So people that you're not following that are following you. You're going to follow them back if you find them interesting. Be very intentional and be very specific about it. And don't follow them back if you're like, I am not interested in you because you're not like me. It's fine, don't follow them back. Find people that are like you, find people that you relate to, and follow them back. Easy, right? Follow 10 of the suggested people for you. Just 10. That's a quick one. That's just beep, 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 beep. And then at the very end, you're going to do another 100 follow and unfollows, and that's it. Done. That's your networking flow. If you do that, it will take you about 45 minutes. So that's why I wanted to go through it together, because we usually have a 40-minute call, and we could go through that whole thing and be done with it. So the results that you get from this are that you get new followers, and I'd like for you guys to track it, actually. New followers, you'll get new leads, people interested in what you're doing. You'll get new engagement. You'll get new commenters. You'll get poll voters. You'll get new likes on your pages and your stories. You'll get new conversations going, and that's the big one. That's right in the middle, but it's the big one. New conversations going. You will feel more prepared because you have a system and you're just going through it and you're just doing it. You will have learned new tools like the drafts and releasing the draft the next morning so you're ready to go with your post. You will feel more productive, absolutely, because you will have actually gotten something done other than just scrolling through the feed. And then you'll feel more engaged because you actually are more engaged. Literally, you're more engaged with your followers and them with you. That's a great feeling, actually. You're likely to meet somebody new. And I was actually going through a story from one of my mastermind group girls, and she was talking about how she met one of her closest friends through Instagram. She then became a coach, and now they're accountability and success club partners that happen to live in the same town or close by, that they can meet each other every once in a while, but it's like one of her best friends. And she met her 3 years ago on Instagram, and they're super close and they spend lots of time together. And think about that. That's pretty stinking cool. And you will have pushed yourself outside of your comfort zone through all of this. You will have pushed yourself outside of your comfort zone. And I will tell you, there's nothing wrong with that, because your comfort zone, inside of your comfort zone, nothing grows. That's where things go to stagnate. And that's where you go to stay exactly where you are, where it's comfortable, where it's convenient. And you need to get out of that comfort zone in order for you to be able to grow as a person, not just as a coach, but as a human. So do those things, get out of your comfort zone, and see how much more engagement and how much more leads and how many more followers you get just by engaging on Instagram. I challenge you to do this 2 or 3 times a week. And, it's a great way to spend your power hour. And it doesn't even take an hour. So you can spend the rest of your power hour following up with people and sending out new messages. So that is what I have for you tonight. And I hope that you guys will do it. I'm super excited to share it, and I hope that we can talk about it next time we meet. Good night. Bye.